Hey, how's it going? It's me, Purple Camper. I'm out in the garage. Thought I'd do something out here. I haven't done nothing around the garage or in the garage for a while. Let's talk about camping. I haven't said nothing about camping. I just did a prep video a moment ago about prepping and planning, having a planner for your preps and stuff of that nature. Here you go. When you're out camping, a lot of people don't think about this. Camping duties. Say it's you and two other friends. And don't put the responsibility on one person. Share it. Yeah, let's share some. Have somebody in charge of survey, like, hey, let's camp over here. Have somebody, in charge of clearing the land. Have somebody in charge of where the shelter goes, where the bedding goes. Who's going to rake this? Who's going to be in charge of the tools? Who's going to cook for the night? Who's serving breakfast, dinner, and lunch? Who brought the first aid kit? Yeah. And who's driving? We taking a camper? Are we going to rough it in a tent? Or are we going to extremely rough it? Solo camping under a tarp. Yeah, you got to think about these things. You and some buddies, you and your girlfriend, you and your dog. Gotta hope it's more than just you and your dog. So yeah, I think you, another person, and a canine is good, but you, two other people, and a canine is the best. Personal opinion. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base on job duties on camping. Who does what, who's pulling their weight. It's not all relaxation R&R, even though it should be. But you got to set up camp. And you need to delegate this. And who's going to be the main person barking off the orders? I wouldn't say nobody. Just sit down, calmly agree. Who's doing what? Where, when? If you're in charge of the food, you pick the times to eat. You're in charge of setting up the tent and everything. You start when you're ready to put the tent up. If your job is to bring the water and bring the food, bring the water, bring the food. How are we getting there? How are we getting home? Emergency contacts, stuff like that. Everybody should have a purpose. Now, that's just a hard 101 way of, digging into camping. But you got to do it. You got to plan this. You can't just roll up in an RV all the time, pop out a tent, throw on some dogs, and hey, it's good. Didn't always work like that. We know this. So I just wanted to generate some thought on people preparedness when people get together and who's going to do what. Hash that out, because once that's hashed out, the fun actually begins within hours. Because it shouldn't take up more than 2 hours to set up a camp. With 3 people, please. That's very lazy. Because I like to get camp set up within 2 hours. Delegate everything out. And then on that 3rd hour, we ready to rock and roll, have some fun. Hunt, fish, swim, get a fire going. Yeah, stuff of that nature. Well, everybody, this has been Prepper Camper, just wanting to generate some thought about camping and duties. And go camping with friends. Solo camping is becoming very dangerous. Even though if you still want to do it, that's your prerogative, you lone wolf. But I say gather with a pack. There's safety in numbers. And as always, Jesus Christ saves.